and welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for being here with me in this moment, thanks for supporting me. What I want to talk about today is witchcraft and gang stalking. Has any of you ever been gang stalked before? Or have people that try to put spells on you to try to get you to do and act the way they want you to act? Well, guys, my mother has my whole entire life. Yeah. So I'm going to start from the very beginning. I was young, right? And my mom wasn't in my life because she went to jail. Now, the thing about my mom is that she has no documents in the country. So you have to keep that in mind when you're remembering the fact that she went to jail, okay? Because I'm going to show you how this all works out. So she went to jail for fraud and whatever other stuff, I don't know. Okay? Sorry, guys, I need to take a puff because I've been trying to make videos and I don't even know. So anyways, she went to jail for fraud and I haven't seen her. I moved in with my grandparents and my father sent my older brother to foster care, okay? So I don't know if these are the reasons why she's angry, because I would be angry too. I get it. But anyways, I used to have dreams about my mom as a witch coming after me. Sometimes she would be on a broom. Sometimes she would appear through the wall. Sometimes she would be a bug, but like transform. I'd go to her house when she came out of jail, because first she was in a shelter, right? I wasn't like able to go to see her or whatever. And I remember the first time when we met her again, I think I was like 7 or 8. We came outside, she was in a Jeep. My dad went to go get her, so she was in the passenger side, and we walked up to her, and she only got my brother. And she didn't really pay me any mind. And I was like, Mom, you're little. And she was kind of like annoyed. But I didn't really understand why she would be annoyed. But I realized that people got annoyed with me pretty often, so I just, I don't know, put it behind me. I was a kid. So I put it behind me, and I just kept note, because what I would notice too is she would tell us she's coming to pick us up, and she would have us waiting for hours and then laugh about it, and she would promise us stuff and then not get it for us and laugh about it like it was so funny for her. It was like a little game. And I always promised myself like I would never treat my kids like that, ever, ever, ever. Anyways, fast forward, I went to my dad's house because my dad moved out of my grandparents' house when I was 11. And I wanted to move in with my mom, but he said no. So I went to his house. He was a drunk and a porn addict and a sex addict. And it was very disturbing to live with him and scary. And I couldn't sleep at night. And I was just stressed and disturbed and depressed. And I was having extreme stomach aches. And the doctors couldn't find out what was wrong with me. I ended up running away from his house and moving in and like running into my mom's house. Turns out, her telling me to come was all a front because she didn't like me. She wanted me to go to a group home. Like, the woman never had good plans for me, good intentions. So, I was going through a lot. Around the time when it was for me to go to the group home, we found out that I got pregnant. It was like the first time I ever did it, and I got pregnant that first time. But it was like it was all divinely planned. But it's so funny, the day before that I lost my virginity, I tried to go talk to my mom, and she ran me away from her. Yet before I told her I was pregnant, she asked me if I was pregnant and told me I was having a boy. Because she knew. Because in the readings I got, they said that she wanted to sacrifice a boy, a baby, so she knew what she was doing. When the baby was born, her and my dad was there placing bets on my son's life, laughing in my face about it. Literally, in front of my friends and everything, laughing in my face. Like, it was crazy. And I was a kid, those were my caregivers. Like, what am I supposed to do? I didn't know what to do. I just accepted it, I guess, and held on to the guilt and the shame. And I had one to turn to, you know, so I just went through my life like that. My grandparents, they didn't give a shit. Nobody gave a shit. So I was living in the teen shelter at this point because okay, so I was living at my mom's house when I just had my son, right? And she moved to this other place in Ontario. And I had dreams of her mom. Her mom was passed away, but I kept dreaming about her mom running me out of her house, running me out of her house, running me. Like I could not sleep. I was so scared to be in the house. But now when I think about it, I'm thinking her mom was protecting me from her because the spells my mom does is just not even making sense. So I left the house and I went to this house. I got my own apartment at 16 in the ghetto. And like, yo, guys were trying to kick down my door at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Yo, that place was so scary. It was roach infested. Like, it literally sounds like a movie. Like, when I think about it and I think about the movies I hear on TV, I'm like, I think that's why it was so depressing for me because you watch TV and you hear about like all these depressing sob stories, and I was literally living in one at like 16. It was so depressing. But yeah, it was messed up. And a social worker came and she was like, no, you can't stay here by yourself. And like these guys are in your, like, you know, at the front of your door and like, you're not happy. Like it was sad. So she moved me to a teen shelter. So I went to a teen shelter. It was already like furnished and stuff. And I had to pay like $199 a month, like $199, $200 a month for rent and buy my own groceries. But it was furnished and there was like breakfast club and stuff. So yeah, it was pretty cool. So I stayed there and yeah, my grandparents came to visit me one time. And that's the best thing because when I started to have my awakening and you know, you go through the stages and then like you're in that angry stage. And I can't remember. She called me one day to be a jerk because sometimes my grandma likes to call people to just put them down. It's just her thing. It's just her thing. And I answered and she's like, I don't know what she was saying, but I was like, Grandma, you are one of the people who didn't even care about me. Like, you watched me, a 16-year-old child, go into a shelter with a baby. Who, like, what? And I'm like, you guys, she's like, yeah, but I came to visit you that one time, remember? Like, thanks. That one time meant a lot. Missionary and bishop of the church, eh? And let me tell you, when I used to go to church from the shelter, people used to always ask why I only had that one dress. Mind you, it wasn't even my dress. I had no clothes. These people don't care. Like these church people, you go to church, you give them your offering. I was literally still giving offering too because I was told if I didn't give offering, God wouldn't bless me. I swear that's what I was told. And they don't care. I went to church. Talking about church, didn't I dream Sister Thompson again last night? That's 2 nights in a row I dreamed Sister Thompson now. What do you have to say to me, Sister Thompson? You know, I need to do some meditation later. For real, I need to do some meditation. Oh, sorry. Back to the video. Um, yeah. Oh, okay, sorry, because I got distracted with the Sister Thompson thing, because my search sister, she passed away, you know, and I bond with the older women, like the ones who like 80 and up. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, nobody in the church used to help me. Nobody, even the same sister I'm talking about, nobody used to help me, okay? Nobody asked if I was hungry. People used to, yo, let me say, love talk about my hair. Oh, why does her hair look like that? I was living in a shelter at 16. There, compassion is something that does not exist, okay? It does not exist. Like, or did not exist for me at that point. Does not exist amongst the church people. You might find one and two with little compassion. It's a wicked act. Those people, hey, you see the light flicker? Yeah, confirmation. That's a wicked act. Yeah, oh, them people are wicked. Oh my God, them wicked. But sometimes I'll go to church and they'd be having dinner afterwards, and I'll be like just hoping and praying that I could take some home. And I never, oh my God, I don't even want to think about it. Yeah, guys, those days were just not it. Whew. Yeah. Anyways, fast forward from the church thing, because that's why I'm advocating so hard about the church thing. Because when I really reached out and Yeshua came to let me know that Yeshua does love me and the wickedness that I experienced in the church is not, that's not love, that's not godly. Church, God's not even in the church. That's what really changed my life. Because, yo, those things I'm describing to you right now isn't even the icing on the cake when it comes to things I've dealt with in the church and the abuse. And the only reason I went back is because I was afraid not to go back, because I was always told that you had to go to church in order to go to heaven. No matter what I did, I was always demonized in the church. You know why? Because I had a child out of wedlock. That's all it took. One simple act for them to demonize you and make it look like you're a demon that doesn't deserve any justice, any help in life. Okay? Not even groceries that could have helped me with. But when people come from Jamaica and come from these different countries and they don't know these people, they don't know them from Adam, they're so quick to give them money. When the homeless people then walk off the street, they run them out the church, don't want to give them no food, don't want to give them no money, don't want to give them no clothes, nowhere to stay. But the people them who are rich and who are rude and disrespectful and you don't know, who are ready to do wickedness behind your back, they're so quick to help those people who already have it. They already have it. And people who they see with their eyes don't have it. They run, they look down on you, you're so poor. Yeah, that's how it goes. When they see you have a certain status, they're going to help you because they feel like, I guess they're going to get something back from it. But when you're poor, they treat you like absolute dog shush. That's what they treat you like. It's awful and disgusting. Awful. Yeah, what was I talking? I was talking about my mom, right? Oh my God, how did I get here? But yeah. So okay. So this is how I figured out my mom was working witchcraft. I always knew. I always, okay, it's not like I knew. I had like an inkling because I would notice that when I don't talk to her, things would go great. Like it literally, it's like I was psychic my entire life, but I didn't realize what was going on. I guess I was put down so much that I doubted myself to the extreme. Like everything I knew, I doubted. It's like, but I could hear my guides speak though, because they've been saying it. And the whole time I thought I was being paranoid because I was like, why would my mom work witchcraft on me? Especially the fact that she had the stroke. Like I was like, what? But I'm now realizing that's why she had the stroke. That's why I was having those dreams about her when she had the stroke, right? Because she did need to repent because she was doing wickedness, but it was to me, and I helped her when she had the stroke. I was there changing her diapers, everything, and this woman never even. Anyways, if you ask her right now today, she would only mention my older sibling, half sibling. She would never mention me. You know, I say half sibling. I'm not even that type of person that like says half and whatever. I say half because she's weird too. She's the next one. Like the two of them are weirdos. Like when you look at the girl, beer crosses. You go around her, my phone screen cracked, beer crosses, something pop up. Like you know when you could just tell somebody is not for you, like they're against you. That's my half sibling. It's like the energy there. I could tell she's the next one. Like she's in some witchy stuff, like with my mother. Like something is up with those people. I stay far, but yeah, um, I knew it. I noticed that every time I started talking to her again, things go wrong immediately, and then like it was like a big pattern, and then like um. So I started to say like I'm not gonna tell her stuff, and I was even talking to this church sister I used to be close with about it. If you hear like things noises, that's the cats. Sorry, they're playing. They're kittens. So we were talking about it, and we came to that conclusion too. But I can't even get to talk to the woman enough to tell her I said we were right. Like yo, we came to that conclusion too because like we would set my mom up in like little certain situations to see how she would react. And it's like she just wanted to see me upset and sad and in tears. Like that's her main goal, her only goal, the only goal. There is no other goal. Okay. So then what happened was I noticed as I began to really understand my guides and understand how to get in communication with my higher aspect, my higher self, um, I was doing past life regression and everything jumped out at once for me to get the hell away from my mom. And I was like, what? I knew it. I'm like, I knew it. So I was still talking to her after that because I'm like, look how innocent she looks like, you know? And I noticed then okay, so this is what I said to myself. I'm gonna tell her my address, and if I get evicted, I know that she's working witchcraft on me because every time I tell her where I live, I get evicted, right? So I told her my address, and what do you know? The same fucking month I got evicted. The same month I did get evicted when I tell her where I live. So, and it's like her plans for me that time was massive because she was trying to get me to like split up my kids, everything. I was trying to ask her to help me. No, she don't want to help me. She don't want to help me. I don't know how she does these things, eh? But she does these things because things will be going great, and all of a sudden, in 1 month, the landlord will have to raise the rent to how much. And I'm like, what the like things will go like out of like just weird stuff start happening. I was like, all right, say less, because I already knew what I knew this time. Because this time, I'm woke, right? Before I was awake, but now I'm woke. So I was like, nah. I was like, yeah. So I moved and I didn't tell her my address. And wouldn't you know, this lady's going out of her way to find my fucking address. Out of her way. So then I I'm ignoring her, right? And I start getting into tarot a little bit. And getting little readings and whatnot, you know? Getting tarot card readings done. And I got a message saying, don't accept any gifts from these people. I mean, from somebody this weekend. The person that's been working witchcraft on you is going to try to give you a gift full with witchcraft. Don't accept it. The next morning, my brother messaged me saying that my mom was offering my son a PS5. So the woman who couldn't help me when I was homeless, couldn't help me with groceries, couldn't help me with nothing. And guys, if you're thinking that this woman is poor, she is not, okay? She had $100,000 job at a time when she had no documents in this country and I was living in a shelter, okay? She had multiple streams of income. Right now, she has money that the government doesn't even know about, okay? Please. Please, this woman have money. She have money. She just doesn't want to help. Everybody knows she have money. Everybody knows. She just stingy with her money. But yeah, she I'm like, no, I don't want no PS5. Then she's emailing my ex. She's emailing everybody trying to get in touch with me. Like, how did you even get these people's emails? Like, yo, woman's weird. Then my daughter goes to her people's house. First of all, so this is why I think it's so funny. My mom used to talk to them when I was with him because, you know, she didn't want me to have any relationship. So you should see the things she was saying to the family anyways. That's crazy. Like, it was out of pocket. And I already knew she didn't want me to be with anybody. When I see the messages, how she was talking shit about me, yeah, the woman never liked me. So I sent my daughter to their house, and my mom doesn't even talk to them no more. And as soon as I send my daughter to their house, all of a sudden, she wanted to do the favor for them and is sending them money. You see what I'm talking about? Like, it never ends, okay? My brother come over, all of a sudden she need to talk to him 50 times a day. It's like she just want any energy, anywhere she sees that my energy is, it's like she tries to get somewhere close to it. It's like she's super, super odd. Super, super odd. This woman has been trying to do unaliving magic on me for years, okay? I was going through severe depression, wanting to unalive myself. And when I would call her, she would laugh. She would say nothing. She would just look at me, okay? Unaliving magic. The woman wanted to unalive her daughter so she could be better, okay? That's why she would appear to me in my dreams walking. It was always a conflict in my dreams, never love. There's always weird stuff going on, okay? Unaliving freaking magic. I made a video and I put it on TikTok and my other YouTube channel. I think I put it on my YouTube. I forget it. And as soon as I said that my mom's working witchcraft on me, the freaking music in the background I was playing white noise it stopped playing immediately. We had confirmations after confirmations. Like, the woman wanted me gone. Okay? Her, and then it's like, the thing is, I have so much people doing witchcraft because I don't know if it's her doing the beauty spells too or if it's my sister doing the beauty spells. But these people are weird, okay? Like, they're weird. And why would you be doing beauty spells on your daughter? Like, I look like you. Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, she did hate me for many years because she said I look like my dad. But I actually do look like her though, so I don't really know like what is up with her. Like what? But yeah, depression is a really, really big sign of witchcraft, guys. Come on, that's a really, really big sign because people are throwing their energies on you and throwing, and then they're trying to put you in a certain energy, right? Because what she was trying to do was a destiny swap, so she would get my destiny. So that's why anytime I would speak to her about the future, she would always, her future was always bright, but she would never have a bright future for me. She would always try to dim my future. Like if we were outside going for a walk and we were looking at houses, she would always choose the most broke up shack and say, "Oh, that's a beautiful house you and your kids could live in when you're older." And then for her, it would always be some big dirty mansion. It's like, what? Why would I live there if you're living there? But how does that make sense? And it makes sense now. And now I see why she would say those things. Now I see why she would act out those ways. Now I see why she was trying to look like me, dress like me. Whatever style I do, she want to do it. Now it makes sense. And someone in high school once said it to me, and I thought, no, because why would a mother be jealous of her daughter? Mothers are jealous of their daughters. Doesn't make sense, but they are. And that's the weird thing, you know? My grandma once said, your best friend is your worst enemy. My mom was never my best friend, but she sure was my worst enemy, and it came out of her. So imagine what my friends have done. That's a story for another time still, because I don't have enough friends. I don't call nobody my friend. I literally walk as a lone wolf. That's why it's going to be so easy for me to make a billion videos, because I don't speak to people as friends. I have acquaintances, and not even that, because even those people, I deleted all their numbers. I just have my children, my tribe, and that is it. So until next time, where we talk about more things, because I have more and more and more things to go on. I'm just going upstairs now because I know that these children are waiting for me to come upstairs right now. So, toodles, and thanks for listening.